Have you ever had a really weird dream, but it felt stupid real?
Yeah, quite a few.
Let me know about one. If you can
see,
remember
I'm not going to remember them, no. But I remember waking up and being like, I was asleep? Okay.
Yeah, no, dude. Stuff has happened in my dream. Like events have happened where I've woken up and I've been like, oh my God, my car turned into a dragon. It's not in the driveway. And my lady will be like, what? And then I'll be like, wait a minute.
You know what? I actually do think I have one moment because I was a fat ass and was ordering, I think, McDonald's in my sleep.
Yo,
and it
bro,
felt so fucking real that I woke up and finished the order.
Bro, that would make me so sad if I was asleep and I had like a fire ass chicken chalupa, wake up and my fat ass is like,
I remember getting woken up and then finishing the order and they were like, what? I was like, what are you on about? And you were like, you just ordered something.
You just said a Big Mac with a large fry. Like, we're not. Do you know where you are?
You're in bed.
But no, I had this dream and I want you to keep in mind, okay? I wrote it down because it was fucking stupid.
Okay.
Because I woke up and I called my lady and I was like, it felt real until I started talking to her. Okay. I thought that everything in this dream just happened until I started to describe what just happened to me. And then I was like, wait.
Okay.
So my mom was throwing a party. And the first people I saw there was Kevin Hart and Adam Sandler. All right. Okay. Adam Sandler was working the punch bowl for some reason. I guess I was thinking of Jesse before I fell asleep. Mm-hmm. And then, the party goes on and I'm going about it. And then two witches find me. And not even, they're trying to get at me, but they very clearly look like witches, like stereotypical snaggletooth, big ass mole, whatever.
Yeah.
And then we sit in my car and they start grabbing me, but I'm able, I'm in a trance, right? I'm but I break free, run away, and I see on a screen somewhere that dudes are getting their faces peeled off and shit from these two witches, right?
Okay.
Again, make it clear. I thought this was 10,000% real until I started describing it to my wife. So I go to bed. I wake up the next day. My car's gone. And in my head flashes an image of those two witches taking it apart piece by piece. So I'm like, fuck, my lady's at work. I gotta go get her from work, right? Because this was a nap I took before I had to go grab her from work.
Yeah.
So I asked my mom if she's got a car I can borrow. She says, yeah, I do. It's right there. And there's some little kids in a BMW going up and down the street, right?
Yeah.
And then that flips over to her boyfriend putting tires on it. And then her house changes to an office space. And now I'm having to take a BMW labeled Barstool all the way to Nashville. And I was going to do it. I was walking out the door. And then I was like, wait, I can't walk a BMW Barstool to Nashville in 45 minutes. That's not going to happen, okay? So I go back and I'm like, I guess I have to call my grandparents again. They got to help me out again. And then they said, no, you can't because, they've helped you enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then that office space morphs into a convertible that I'm now riding in with Kevin Owens and Rhea Ripley, two professional wrestlers.
Nice.
And they're hyping me up, taking me to work, not to go pick up my lady. They're taking me to work. And I called my grandparents, sends the voicemail because they were on vacation at the time of this dream and in the dream, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So I call my lady for her to get an Uber. And then I wake up and I'm like, call her. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, you got to get an Uber. She went, what? And I said, these two witches, wait.
That's fucking hilarious.
Dude, I thought that was 110%. I thought that happened to me. I thought that was lore.
I need to hear her side of this now. These two witches wait.
Yeah, just wait. And then I was like, okay, I think I just had a weird ass dream. And I told what I basically told you. I was like, I thought this was 100% real until you just heard my realization.
You woke up and was like, oh shit, she's got to get an Uber. I'm going to have to walk to Nashville with this Barstool.
I'm going to have to walk to Nashville with this Barstool because Ray Ripley and Kevin Owens are nowhere to be seen. You know,
and
then
hilarious.
I ran out, looked out the window, and my car's just in the driveway. And I'm like, okay. Yeah.
We're good. It's not real.